And we're live? All right. And we're live. Shout out to BM. BM, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Here we are on this beautiful morning. You're a good person. Today is the 11th of February, 2025. And we are here. Let me see. I have to get into this chat. All right. Seat there. So the people are here. Okay. I wasn't seeing everybody because we're still doing this thing with the chat with the other screen, something. Haven't fixed it yet. I'm a creature of habit, but I promise I'll fix it soon to myself. The promise. Anyhow, where do we start off this morning? We have a bag of things. Dancehall artist Kiprich was arrested and charged and then released on bail. I don't know if you heard about that one. He was a person of interest. I'm going to say something about that. Um, there's a popular Jamaican singer who is of a popular reggae band who is now incarcerated in the state of Florida for USA for sexual, like I would say the same CMR something. A family member, a young family member, he apparently was having sexual relations, forced sexual relations with a young family member, and it caught up to him, and he is now incarcerated. I think that's the first story that we're going to go over this morning. Usain Bolt and his money. We're going to talk about that and what Usain Bolt had to say recently about his money. It's been 2 years, and it's millions of US dollars that was stolen from him in Jamaica. We're going to talk about that. And then there's a story here about a 73-year-old that says, "Me old, but me not cold, and my body needs some good loving." We're going to talk about that too. So, morning, SouFLo and family. Sharon Spence, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. BM, first one in. Pussy G, thank you for being here. Unstoppable Josh, thank you for being here. Dainty, thank you. Reggae Girl is here. Kai Tai Jai Empress is in the building. Says Upmet. Missy Brum Brum is here as well. Great Goodies is in the building. Michelle Taylor, RN, is here. Purple Royal is here. Anthony Vaz says, "Good morning, SouFLo and everyone on the live. Up, up, up." Senior Sexy is in the building with us this morning. Karen Notice is here. Says, "Morning, SouFLo and the family. Up, up, up." Marilyn Grant is also here. Virtuous Fire. Rosalind Smichael is in the building with us this morning and says, "Hi, everyone. Good morning, SouFLo. And it's my birthday today." Rosalind's all right. So we find one birthday person. Jay Robinson is in the building. Naisha is here as well. Naisha, big up yourself. Jay Robinson, big up yourself. Straight from out of London. What part of London are you at? Curious. Dorothy T, thank you for being here. Missy Brum Brum, Reggae Girl, Roxy 21, RR123, Simon G, welcome. Thank you for being here. Tracy Caravan in the building. Thank you for being here this morning. Julie Tapper, good morning. Fivefield 63, another UK flag flying in here. British Jamaican girl is in the building as well. Grace James, Audrey Wright says, "Morning, fam. Present teacher." Audrey says, "Please hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. Please." Rosalie Fair is in the building with us this morning. Bad Dolly 261 there as well with us this morning. All right, listen, let's go sing happy birthday real quick. Let me see if I can find back your name again. It's somebody's birthday. It's somebody's birthday. It's somebody's birthday. Rosalind Smichael's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rosalind. Happy birthday to you. And I wish you many, many more happy, healthy, prosperous birthdays. You know, health is wealth. Health is everything. Without good health, them birthdays don't mean nothing. Tell people all the time, you could be rich as the richest man in the world. Once that health starts to fade, you will give all that riches back. Cause you can't enjoy it no more. You're preoccupied, focused on trying to get better or when you're go dead, right? So all that health, take care of your health out there. And Rosalind, I wish you nothing but the best on your birthday. Turn up, because you only live once, but don't do nothing the way I go, regret later, I'm saying. All right. So happy birthday to you, my friend. Thank you for being a part of this family. Thank you for being here. And the family is here saying happy birthday to you as well. All right. You know what just happened to me before we get into our topics and stuff? Boy, life is so funny, right? I'm on crutches. I'm on crutches. You know when you're young and you like fall is not the same as when you fall when you're a little bit older. But I'm not old stage yet. I'm still at young stage where my body is starting to do. This is me observing life, right? My body is starting to not respond the way how my mind is telling me it should respond, kind of thing. Like we used to like go out party all night, then we come in and run a gym session in the morning. After that, go work for the whole day, come back home, sleep for a little bit, gone again, can't do that again, right? Now we need like invitation ahead of time, reservations set. That's our going out, right? We have to plan way ahead, and it can't be a thing that is too late. Else you have to tell me so I can get my sleep before we go to the event and these kind of things, right? I'm here. I'm on crutches right now because my left knee is swollen. My left knee is swollen because I took a dive in the kitchen. I buy some new slippers. And the slippers them like buck on the tile, a rubber at the bottom, and it buck on the tile and fling me forward, right? So my right leg went forward, my right leg went backward, my left leg went forward, and hyperextended my knee and buck up, me toe them buck up under the stove. And I thought, and it fling me like far from the stove, I'm end up way over the stove. And I said, damn, the slippers them. Andrea now laugh. I said, damn, the slippers them nearly fling me in at the stove. So I just said that comment, right? And I felt like I tweaked my knee a little bit, but I was like, it'll be all right. You see, by the night, the knee starts swell. So I said, maybe that's all the swelling is going to be. So I didn't ice it. I didn't do nothing. I just stretch it out, massage it a little bit while I lay down, went to sleep. Wake up in the morning, my knee swell up big, big. I'm like, oh, damn. Now it's hurting, and I couldn't like flex my leg, couldn't bring my knee to a 90-degree angle. So then I have some crutches in the house. They were in the garage. So I went and get them, and me hop on my crutches. Tell me why. Them little picnic here. One of them went in the, first of all, Kai cut up papers all the time doing paper mache and all kind of paper art stuff. Do you know that on a tile floor, if you're walking on crutches and the crutch hit a little piece of paper, it's going to slide like you're on water. Me just find that out, right? Now, on the bad knee, my crutch just hit a piece of paper on the tile floor in here. Out a one piece of ear, if you hear me just now, I said, bomb clot. Because I almost did a split again. I'm in the kitchen just now. Me, I have pan crutches in the kitchen, I'm being independent. I still could do stuff. So I said, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. When I make myself a cup of tea, I don't know who sprinkled a little bit of water upon the kitchen floor. My crutch hit the water on the kitchen floor. A little bit of water, like an eye drop. My crutch hit the water on the kitchen floor just now. I'm going to do our next split again. So I've been splitting all rotted morning. That one in there just now, I'm so pissed. But just in there, cuss beer, BC, RC, PC. I'm not cussing to nobody because there ain't nobody around. But we just a cuss, be a bad one. Be a bad one. Yo, I've been so mad. You're like, and that's why when you get older, it's best for you just live by yourself, because me eating by myself, no water wouldn't dip on the kitchen floor. Don't want nobody around me. I will put the water upon the floor. Clock, man, me almost broke up myself. You're just going through it. I'm fragile right now. I'm super fragile right now. It's not looking good. My accident prone dirty tea. Yeah, y'all remember when I almost lost my eye? As God, I set me set up for the morning thought something. I have them 3 box light. If you look in this mirror, this glasses, you can see the box light them, right? So I have the 3 big box light right there. So forgive me, a little ambience and thing, right? Some clarity. And one of them have a piece of wire sticking out of it. So this me, oh shit, it's getting close to 7:30. All right, hurry up and get on the live. Just like that, I jumped, sat down in the chair and leaned forward like this. And the piece of metal just jammed right in my eyeball, just out of nowhere. And it's a piece of metal. I'm seeing it all the time. I know where it is, and I don't know why my face end up in it and it end up in my eyeball. And another time when I almost lose my eye, my daughter. I'm just playing, laying down, being daddy, just playing with my daughter. She jumping all over me, and for some reason, my daughter finger her finger went like that finger poked my eyeball so hard. Poked right in my eyeball and I was like me feel my eyeball sinking. And I grab her. My first instinct was to grab her and fling her, but I didn't fling her. I grabbed her. I did fling my son though. My son was jumping on the bed one next time. I lay down the leg wide open and everything. I'm just a jump on the bed. Man jump right for my seat bag to rot it. Grab him. I grab him and just flick him right. So I figure I was like, oh, damn. And then it was it was one of them things that where your seat bag I hurt you, but you just fling the baby. Yeah, so I tend to one of them boss. But yeah, that's how my daughter I had finger poke out my eye. Boy, when we wake up the next morning, it was hurting all night, right? So I cover it with my hands up and go sleep. Here, Shakira, you better get up and put some ice on it or something. I said, no, man, it just a hurt because our finger just got in it. When I went to the doctor said, if you had iced it like right away, it probably wouldn't have been, probably wouldn't have been this bad. I feel like I have the Wolverine spirit that's still like when I was in the army, like me heal real quick. Anything happen to me, bunks me, lick me down, me bunks right back kind of thing. It ain't like that no more. It ain't like that no more. It take a while now to bounce back. Yeah, so I'm getting hurt left, right, and center. Yes, RR 123 man jump on my seat bag. That hurt. That hurt. It's one of them things that where you scream like one high pitch where you didn't even know say you can scream like that. I see these screams in movies, or me hear girls do them. And, I can't even do the pitch. It has to come from that place. It have to come from down in your seat bag, which part you just jump on. Yeah, but it's called aging. I know, Karen. I know. And I put it out there because I know all of us in here are aging. If you are alive, you're aging. If you are alive, you're aging. I don't care if you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, you're in your 50s, whatever age group you're in, you're aging. And time is running fast. And by the time you look around, you're in the next decade of life already. So I guess my message is enjoy it, man. Every step of the way, enjoy it. Try put some comedy into it or appreciate it with some laughter and some fun and keep it moving. Because what else you gonna do? Ain't nothing else you can do. Ain't nothing else you can do. Floor, burn off that. Why? No man lay down with leg wide open. But yo, Jaron, easy the man. That never come out sounding right though. I must admit that. Why? When I lay down with my leg that wide open. Hey, you're a big man. Stop. All right, my brother. I take that one. I accept that. Yeah, burn off that one for sure. Lay down with legs wide open. Oh God. No more picnic now, making ya. I'll jump on it. I'm seeing all the signs now, says Julie Tapper. It's funny because you don't see the signs, and then one day you look by yourself and you say, look, me look good for my age, I saw somebody wrote something yesterday that is very profound. The person says your 30s is like your last hoo-ha, right? Your 40s is where it starts to separate the people who've been taking care of themselves from the people who have not been taking care of themselves. So you start going through your 40s, you're going to find out. And that's why sometimes you look on some woman in them 40s and them 50s and you're like, damn, she bad. She look like she about 30 something if you should guess. And she's like, no, I'm 52. I'm 54. You're like, yeah, she did take care. She was taking care of herself from back in, yeah. And then you look on some man or some woman and you're like, you're old? You can't be that. I know for your age that. Can't be. Yeah, man, me at 29, you're like, no part of you at 29, bro. I could have be your daddy. Why we look the same, They said that's what the saying said yesterday. 30s, last hurrah. 40s, we're gonna start to see who's been taking care of themselves versus who was not taking care of themselves all along. So the message of the morning also is take care of yourself. If you're in your 40s now and you pass it already, or if you pass it already, I don't know. I'm just saying. If you're in your 50s, take care of yourself. Me not reach to say it, but take care of yourself because the 60s come next. The decades them just come fast as ever. And you're in the next decade before you even know it. I say it like this. Take care of yourself in your 30s so you could look good in your 40s. Take care of yourself in your 40s so you can look good in your 50s. Take care of yourself in your 50s. And I think I'm going to apply that all the way until I check out of here. But in the meantime, there are things that we can't avoid, you know, like your knee swell up and you slip and do a split in our kitchen. I've never been able to do a split. So when I get to do a forceful split, just come in and drop and lick my head back or bust or broke my back, then I'm mad as hell in here. Mash it up. I thought I was the baby. Then Malani come. My knees remind me every day that I'm not a spring chicken. Yo, Pussy G, you know, no Pussy G, you look good. If y'all ever see her in real life, I went to the concert in Jamaica, the Vibes Cartel concert, Freedom Street concert. Pussy G was one of the people who were there with us in our pod, right? She looks super good. She is, I don't know, but yeah, you can look good and still the knee. And the funny thing is, this knee that is swollen, the day before, I honestly said to myself, I don't remember what I was doing down on the floor. Something saying in my mind said, if you don't use it, you lose it. So I was bending my back, keeping my knees straight and picking up stuff off the floor. And something said, bend your knees and squat. Just go down to the floor and work on where you work on down there. And I did. I bent my knees, squat, went down to the floor. I'm working. I mean, just bounce back up. And I thought to myself, man, your knees are good still. And then the next day, the slippers fling me in a stove, hyperextend my left knee swollen. So, but you know when you have to think before you make moves, yeah, that's when you know you're in a different category now. You just used to bend down before. You never thought about it. Now you have to think how you are gonna bend down, and when you do bend down, do I really want to use my knees go all the way down, or maybe I can just use my back and bend over and pick that up instead of when you start to have to think about your next move, you're in a different category now, right? No matter how fit you think you is. Pussy G, Benches got eyes on the screen. I start here, all kind of noise that come from my knee when we bend down. A crack, crack, creak, crack, crack, pop. And them something there. Yeah, them, I've been having those though from I was young. My knee, I used to run track and field. I used to do the hurdles. And for some reason, I used to bang my knees on the hurdles a lot. So I think my knees used to just crack, crack, pop from I was young. So now that I'm older, it's not nothing surprising to me. Matter of fact, it crack less now than when it used to crack, crack, pop back then, you know. But my ankles, I messed up my ankles in the army, and my ankles crack loud. Not anymore now because I'm not doing all the long marching and heavy carrying stuff for miles and miles no more. So get hurt like it used to get hurt on a regular basis, but it's there now. It's catching up. Now, anything you did to your body before, you're gonna pay for it later. I'm here to tell you, I'm in a reach way up there yet, but may I tell you, somebody older than me can attest to this. Whatever you did to your body before, you're gonna pay for it later. All right. So I'm gonna try strike a balance in there and don't try over consume and overdo and all these other kind of things. I remember this older guy said, him not go to gym. He don't go to the gym. The most he'll do is walk a lot. He does not go to the gym. Him don't lift no heavy weights or nothing because him don't see no old people. Him don't see no old people. All them big chisel up man, their chest well defined, body cut up. He said you don't see too many of them like up in their 70s, 80s, 90s age group. So that means that them not live too long, right? And your heart is a muscle, so all that work you doing, that's his philosophy. He said all that extra work you do, it's like you have a vehicle, and it's the more mileage you put on it. So of course it's the more wear and tear. So him now wear and tear in body to go a gym and wear and tear it and wear and tear it. He's preserving himself, so he'll do a lot of walking, and that's about it. Good philosophy, but I think weight training is needed though, because you lose muscle mass as you get older. So I think weight training is needed to keep everything up and thing them way there. All right, let's talk about this case right here. Let me lead you into this case right here. I was in Fort Lauderdale a few years ago, and there was a band that was playing at a restaurant that we went to. And I remember thinking to myself, that band, me I say, who I sing? And how come them not famous? Cause me I look for see, they were doing cover songs. They were doing cover songs, and I thought it was the real artist of the cover songs. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Okay. All right. So me did that one place down at Fort Lauderdale a couple of years ago, and you know the band did sound so good. It was like dining, drinks, live band, and I thought to myself, whoever this is must be the real people that singing the song, or some famous song them did a cover. So I went, left my food, and go up there to go look to see who come here as a big artist in the house. And when I went up there, this is the guy that I saw. If you look at the icon for this video this morning, he is in the middle. He's in the middle. He was singing, and I thought, damn, he looks just like the person, the famous people them whose song he was covering. He sound just like them, but that's obviously not them. So the next thing I said to myself was, this band is dope. How come I don't know about them? You know, like how we know about Third World. Third World is a huge band. Matter of fact, Third World has a recording complex down in Miami as well, where many famous people go to record and stuff. But Third World, bad boys, what you gonna do? Yeah. So me I say, how come the band here no famous? Cause they sound really, really good. And I'll never forget their name. It's Visions Band. Well, I wake up early this morning and I'm there, I look for some things, and what pops up in front of me? Visions Band lead singer, the same guy that I saw on the stage singing, where I said he sound just like the people, the famous people whose music he was covering. Here he is on charges, some serious charges too. His name is Hanson. Visions Band has released a statement concerning his arrest, and we're gonna get into Wemdo. You know, before we get into Wemdo, let me say this. I'm starting to think that this is just commonplace in Jamaican society. Yeah, like a cousin or an uncle or a grandfather or a father, them have to frig off somebody in the house and keeping it a secret or something. We have this. This is like too much. Too much. This is no coincidence that we cover so many of these cases, or so many of these are exposed, right? So obviously, it's something that's deeply intertwined within the culture. Popular Jamaican-born singer is currently held at a Palm Beach County jail. I'm not too far from this, so at a Palm Beach County jail in Florida, United States. This after being arrested and charged with sexually assaulting a family member over a period of 7 years. Andrew Hanson, who is also known by his stage name Murphy Prince, is the lead vocalist of the popular South Florida music group Visions Band. The allegations surrounding Hanson were contained in a report by a news media house from out of Florida. And according to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, Hanson allegedly sexually assaulted the victim, who is now 18, but he started from 2018 all the way up to 2025. The victim, who hit 18, decided to step out on her own, and to speak up now that she is considered legal adult age in the United States of America, according to the Palm Beach police. The victim reported that the abuse began when she was just 11 years old, when the accused, Hanson, allegedly assaulted her while she was in the bathroom taking a shower. She was in the shower. He came in the bathroom, went in the shower, forced himself on her. According to the allegations, Hanson often assaulted her in their apartment or in his vehicle in the parking lot of their apartment complex over the years. The arrest affidavit suggested that Hanson would frequently send the victim text messages as a young teenager, instructing her to meet him in the parking lot, usually around 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. There, he would sexually assault her. He would then instruct her to delete the text messages and return back to the apartment as if nothing happened. One of the recent assault incidents reportedly occurred inside of the victim's bedroom on January 4th of this year, 2025. She got fed up. She said she can't take it no more. Hanson reportedly confessed to deputies on January 30th that he had sent the victim text messages to meet him in the parking lot where they often had sex inside of his vehicle. So if you're wondering if it's an accusation alone, he has confessed to the police now that him do it. He reportedly also confessed that the last incident occurred, just like the victim said, in January, and this was while his wife and his children were out of town. Reports have since emerged that Vision's band has issued a statement distancing themselves from Hanson, and I will go over their statements for you right now. Why? They're super popular in Florida. They travel and do music other places, but they're super popular in Florida. I'm telling you, if you hear them play live, if you hear Vision's band play live, the first thing you're gonna think is, damn, this band is tight. Boss, you need to research this because I don't understand where was the mother. Boy, Wayne Core, may have some questions. So we're gonna get into those after this. All right. But I have a picture of the band right here with all the members, with Hanson in the middle. I don't really want to show the pictures per se, or I didn't want to use the picture as the cover for this story this morning because me no want the rest of the band member them be like, Jesus Christ, you put my face on one sex abuse story, and he's the one that's in trouble for it, not the rest of us. So I don't want to put them out there like that, but the story's out there. So here we go. The popular band known for performing at Caribbean events across South Florida has issued a statement distancing itself from its lead vocalist Andrew Hanson, also known as Murphy Prince, following his recent arrest. In the statement that was posted to social media, the band said, "By now, we've all heard the news and seen the headlines, and it's a travesty. The Visions band and its members do not uphold or condone the behavior of Andrew Hanson and have since distanced ourselves from both him and the situation he's involved in. We are firmly opposed to any form of abuse and stand resolute in our commitment to ethics, integrity, and respect. Our heart goes out to the victim, as no one should have to endure this kind of torture, oppression, and exploitation." According to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the Jamaican singer has been accused of repeatedly assaulting this victim since 2018 on numerous occasions, too many to count. The arrest affidavit states that the victim just turned 18, and the victim reported that the abuse began when she was just 11. Hanson is currently being held at the Palm Beach County Jail, and authorities say that he first assaulted the victim while she was in the shower bathing and the abuse continued on at least a monthly basis after she moved in with him and his family in 2018. All right. So my question, this is kind of answering some of my questions. Investigators detailed in the affidavit that Hanson would frequently summon the victim to meet him, like I said before, in the parking lot. I'm reading from two different reports, one from the Jamaica report, one from the American report. Again, in the Jamaican report, there is no picture of him. There is certain things are not mentioned. In the American report, there's a picture of all the band members. There's a picture of him and his mugshot picture, which is what I used this morning for the icon for this video. So the US news is always a bit more transparent, right? So investigators detailed in the affidavit that Hanson would frequently summon this child to meet him in the parking lot of the apartment complex in the wee early hours of the morning, usually around 2 to 3 a.m. I'm guessing this is after his gigs were finished. The victim told authorities that she knew he expected to have sex with her every time he told her to meet him there. She already know that that's what was going to happen. Afterward, he would instruct her to return to the apartment, delete all the messages he sent her, and act as if nothing happened. The most recent assault reportedly took place on January 4th. His story, his admittance, and his story to the police, he admitted after being questioned by them based on her report. She said the most recent took place January 4th. He admitted that the most recent took place January 4th inside her bedroom. On January 30th, when questioned by deputies, Hanson admitted to sending the messages and engaging in continuous sexual activities with the victim, including the most recent incident while his wife and family were out of town. He remains in custody as the investigation continues. Authorities urge anyone with additional information towards this case, please give them a contact and say what you know. He also performed with other bands in Florida as well, and he is also a solo vocalist. So music is his bread and butter. Music is his life. I pay him bills, right? Uh, my first question, 7 years. She's 18, right? She just turned 18. She said it all started when she was 11. One day she was in the shower, taking a shower, and he came in and did his thing, and she was 11. And it never stopped since then. It would happen at least once a month from 11 all the way to, oh my God, prison. He ain't getting away like CMR. He going to prison. He already admitted it in the affidavit. His ass going to prison. Right, and he will forever be registered as a sex offender. This is what CMR missed. This is how him get away with. But forget about him. Back over here, so. I'm wondering what's the relationship. So I am going to follow this story up because I want to know what is the relationship with the young girl. Or, yeah, with the young girl. What is the relationship to him? She said it started after she moved in with them. Or it started, what's their relationship? Is this a niece? Is this somebody who, I don't know, my sister daughter, my sister said take care of her, and you know, I'm there at Jamaica, but she up there living, you can live with your uncle and him family. Is this because I saw them situation here happening now. So I'm curious to know what is the relationship for them, him and that, between them. My eldest is 11. I can't even imagine that poor girl's thought process, says Charlotte Slaw. I know for sure that I kill somebody. I'm not even going to mince my words. I won't even mince my words with that part. Just know say I'm going to prison for real. Yeah. And I'm not hesitating either. I don't want to talk about nothing. I don't need you to explain anything to me. If my daughter come and tell me that, yo, there's a video last night, right? I think I saved it. Same scenario. Camera in the house. I'm guessing they were acting though for content creation, but it triggered me so much that I couldn't even watch it. I watched it once, then when I watched it again, I said to myself, this better be fake. It was a little girl that was sitting outside of a bathroom door wrapped in a towel. and she was crying, and she was like, "Daddy, Daddy, Uncle took me out to the bathroom and went in the bathroom, and he's in there right now using the bathroom." And the dad said, "Wait there, Uncle did what?" She said, "He took me out of the bathroom." So her dad was like, "He came in the bathroom with you naked in the bathroom?" So the little girl said, "Yes." And he proceeded to lose his shite. His wife came in there and was telling him about, calm down, what happened? What happened? I'm saying, if that ever happened, that's why, boy, sometimes, you have family members that ain't doing too good in life. And they must say, if we can come stay at your place till me get me thing together and these kind of things. And you're thinking, hell no. Hell no. And it goes around now, because now they might talk about you like, I'm a good family member, what we know from years. Remember when we grew up at Jamaica and all these things. Everybody come up foreign and switch and turn different. These are some of the reasons why people don't want family members in their house. Karen Notice says, I got raped at 10. Jesus Christ. When he came to me when I was 13, I didn't hold back. And I wasn't going to keep it a secret. Damn. Boy, Karen, I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's the ultimate violation right there. But yeah, I'm watching the video last night and it pissed me off to so many realms. Here it is. I'm glad I saved it so I could share it with you. I was ticked off watching this video last night. Let me get my microphone. You have to go look on the screen really good, but I intend to share it so you get an idea of these situations that do happen in the family dynamics, and which brings me to saying that's why you don't really want family stay in your house. Me help you, the best I can. If I can afford it at the time, me help you go get a hotel room somewhere, put you up somewhere, something, but you can't stay in my house. You cannot stay in my house. I have kids and I have to protect my children, and my children are small. I have to protect them, and I don't trust nobody. Nobody, no uncle, no auntie, no cousin is that close, and me have that much love for you that I'm going to jeopardize my child's safety to have you stay in my house. I don't care who want to look on it any other way. That's just how I, SouFlo, think. You can't stay in my house. I'm sorry. But SouFlo, no, me and you grew up together. We are piss bed cousins. Remember when we used to sleep head and tail on the bed? Yeah, me hear you. I out the door me there, Oh, God, me sorry for you. So me can't come stay a couple of nights? No, you can't. No, you can't. I just don't want my children be scarred with these stories. I don't ever want this to be their reality. All right, watch this.
This man needs.
Hold on there. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Dad, Uncle, take me out of the siren. I was taking a shower.
Uncle took me out of the shower. I was taking a shower.
Who's in the bathroom? Ellie, what about Muckler? Go in that shower, bro. Walk off the bathroom upstairs. Walk in the bathroom upstairs. Why not his bathroom, bro? Hey, you came in the bathroom and take you out? Yeah. You was taking a shower? Yeah. You was naked and come out in the bathroom? What about Muckler? Open the door now. Open the door, man. Open the door.
Now kick off that door there.
Why you banging? Relax. You look out of whack. Baby, come further. Go to the room. Where the bomb box can do? It's at the kids' bathroom. It's going upstairs. The come upstairs, you got upstairs bathroom already. So anyway, can't open so it's only for the kids then. We are using kids' bathroom. I'm going to have to naked. Scott, naked in the bathroom. You never naked, brother. Brother, Scott just come and say naked. Come like bathroom. You're going to have money and privacy, bro. Brother, chill, brother. Yo, if my phone take, brother, come here. Chill out, dog. Come here, baby. Yo, bro, if I find you on the bathroom, I don't naked, I'm gonna lose it, bro. Come here. Come here. Uncle, when you back when you're naked? Alright. Wait, let me see.
See that? Did Uncle come in the bathroom when he was naked? Picnic said yes. Hear the wife, but calm down, calm down. You seem so out of it. Yo, some woman, some woman, we make you do things to them. In the heat of that moment, you better be on my side. Or don't come in front of me. Do not come in front of me. I know. You did go in the bathroom and my daughter naked. You're dead in another house there. You better truck through bathroom window if you're up on second floor and run for your life. That's it. I have boundaries. That is why I would never allow family. Cause you see how and some family, them take liberty, Do you see how he's responding to something like that? He's responding like him have a right to be in at the bath. Well, the bathroom downstairs now works. Someone just come up here, come use that one here. Where you go and suffer? Where me go and suffer? Mm. The Buffalo Soldieress says the amount of year span and not to tell sooner is not the point. Many are traumatized and can't speak. Man, listen, I hate when I hear people say that. Anytime I hear, especially a man say that, when I hear a woman say that, I say to myself, she's probably triggered herself because she get that same thing done to her, and she don't want to hear this topic being discussed at all or see any story because it brings up that, right? So she would jump in and say stuff like, me not believe that because 7 years it take you to say something. When I see a man say it and it's a child and a man outside of the situation, I say something like, so why it take you so long then? Why it take her so long then? Man, listen, if you don't understand why it would take a victim so long to say something, then I'm starting to think you probably one of them kind of people that too. Are you a part of the problem too? Yeah? So far, I heard the story and it was said that the girl is his daughter. That is his daughter. British Jamaican girl. All right. You're going to have to send me that link because all the links I have says it doesn't explain the relationship between them. My brother did it to me from age 13 to 17. Jesus Christ. I remember Maria's message 411 TV. Maria's message 411 TV, fellow content creator sisters in the building. Go check out her channel. Maria's message 411 TV. That's how she got my attention first. That was the first time I was drawn to her story. Her story is something else. And I won't, I can't go through all of it, but the best person to go through that with you is her and her truth. Her truth is deep. It's deep. Some of y'all have been through some things. Our own brother, I know. Murray's message 411 TV. Did you not even get pregnant for your brother? Did you not have your brother's child as well or something like that? I'm trying to remember your story because it's been a couple of years. The Buffalo Soldier says, no, sir, at SouFLoTV. Never victimized and you misunderstood. Read it sooner. The Buffalo Soldier, I'm not talking, my comment wasn't towards you. The Buffalo Soldier, my comment was not towards you. I read your comment and then I said, people, like when I do these stories, I will see men in the comment section saying stuff like, I don't believe that story there, cause why take her so long? Those are the people I am saying something to. I wasn't talking about you. For you, my comment towards you was you have to send me that link to where you saw where it was reported the dynamics of their relationship, because you said something about you read it somewhere or saw it somewhere that it was his daughter. Was this his daughter from like another relationship that moved in with her father and his new family? Can't really say sorry. Woman should never have to go through. Yeah, imagine all them something that your older brother breed you and you carry the baby and me blood. Yo, some of y'all been through some things, man. Been through some things. Mervin the Point Jamaica Curse says responding like I know nothing. Yeah. Lovely Aneka. Another fellow content creator sister right there. Hit Lovely Aneka up. Hit that subscribe button over there. Share the love. Lovely Aneka says, wow, I got no notification that you're live. Morning, everyone. Morning, Aneka. Thank you for being with us. Sean Cassell says that Marie, my heart goes out for the trauma you went through. Yeah. Murray's Message 411 TV. I think I don't want to keep on rehashing your traumatic past, but because I remember it was extensive and super detailed and had me drawn in, and I think, and I started using it as an example and a teaching point, and that's how we first came across each other. I think you should continue to rehash that. I know you're building your channel. I know you're creating new content. So what's happening is that your original story is being buried by the new content. Listen to me. Your original story is being buried by the new content. I don't know how triggering it is for you to continue to rehash that, but your strength to be able to lay that out there and to start your journey to acceptance, because at some point you have to accept that this happened to me before you could go into the processing, and then the healing phase, right? I think you need to continue to do that, like put it at the forefront, because I keep telling these people about your story, but I don't think they're seeing it when they go over there. Then probably see just like your new content. Our story, I'm telling you, is like super different. It's like super different. Them kind of thing, the man met me. Let me see if this is her. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
You can hear me?
Yes, man. Loud and clear.
Yes, me get the message where you just said.
All right.
I'm not uncomfortable with talking about it now.
Mm-hmm.
I've healed to a point where I can talk about it and counsel other people and help them.
I think you're the perfect person, and could be a big example of because them things are traumatic. I haven't been through nothing like that, and I'm traumatized just going through the details every time I do any kind of stuff that has to do with this. So I could only imagine.
It has become a part of my healing every time I talk about it.
The talking about it part, right?
Yeah, that's why the CMR story got to me.
Right. And you can.
My mother didn't believe me either. And she kept my brother in the house my whole teenage years and allowed him to be like my boyfriend.
Jesus Christ. Listen, Master. Y'all see what I'm saying?
And when I questioned her, when I was old enough to question her about why she allowed that to happen to me and why she didn't protect me, she said it all will come from the same belly. Oh, can I choose?
I remember that. Damn. Your mother didn't believe. When I hear this enough, we have to rehash this. Your mother didn't believe you, and you asked her why she allowed that to happen to you, and it was your brother, and she said the torn come from the same belly. How can she choose?
When them finally do the DNA and it proves that I'm a brother, she turned to me and blamed me and said something when me do for cause it.
See this? See this?
Anything happening in our house, stay in our house. Because she never did want to lose food stamps. She never did want to social settings with and take the rest of the people there. So I was the sacrifice.
She never want you to frig up the family.
Yeah, because she get her stamps and everything.
God, man. I'm telling you, y'all, when you hear me telling us to go over to Murray's Message 411 TV and get to her story, her original story, this is the story I'm talking about. I'm sensitive to the issue, so me never do want just say, remember the story where you did talk about your brother if you tell everybody. So I had to wait till something like this come around again and use it, segue into it delicately.
Brother, because in this the mother never did go do nothing about it. And he challenged me in the car. What do you think she can do about it?
I'm used to challenge you and say, tell her.
She tried to make up for all the years she wasn't in my life.
I'm remembering more of your story now. Like he wasn't there at first.
You do a big live on it.
Yes, and you're live on this channel. The live I did about your story on this channel went on to hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah, it was on a Friday, Friday morning.
So
And it kind of mess up the weekend for some people. I'm sorry about that.
you remember how many people called in though, and
Yeah.
woman I cried on the
I
phone.
saw
They
some
cried them
people start come over to my channel.
They called them couldn't stop. They called them couldn't. All me did feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I got to a point where I was like, Ross, why me choose that topic? Because now me feel like I'm buried under it. It's heavy. It was
Yeah,
heavy.
it was heavy.
But I don't have the privilege to say, oh, it's heavy. That's a burden that you carry
That's
and
why I
victims
live.
carry.
That's why I moved from Ohio and live in Florida now. We separate myself from the family because not just my mother, my sister, them, and everybody have loyalty to him, not to me.
Not to you.
Right.
Can you bust out the family secret?
My youngest sister still a blame me.
Honestly, that's why you see. That's why the CMR situation there. You see, it, it was your story, and I said, you know, after getting insight from your story and how oblivious a mother could be, or how a mother could actually know and still be like nothing not happen, and nothing say really spread out a road and
Right.
keep
And
the
you know
family
what burned
together.
me the most? You know what burned me the most? The state of Ohio didn't protect me. I don't know about other states, but they have this thing called statute of limitation.
Hold on there.
And when I got old enough to go and do something about it myself, them I tell me say statute of limitation run out, so me can press charges.
Now, don't the DNA? There was a DNA test done.
Yes, he had to pay child support.
Your own brother.
Yes, I was getting child payments. He tried to dodge it and then catch up with him and put a lien on him house, and that's how his wife found out what he did.
You know, I hear this.
And
Yeah.
then the wife leave him, divorced him because of it.
Can you have a rotted baby with your sister?
She used to come over my house and ask me if she could marry him, and I tell her no. And she see me little son and always I say, oh, he look just like him.
Oh, Lord. Pardon my
He's
language.
36, he's 36 years old right now.
And you
He's
carried this
a
child for
retired military veteran.
your
He
son.
retired as a corporal.
Your son.
Yes, he retired as a corporal. He's a black belt in Hapkido. He has to register his body as a weapon. He drives a Mercedes Benz. He's doing very well.
I have so many questions. I have so many questions. You mind me ask a couple of questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. This. All right. Let me ask.
Don't feel uncomfortable. Don't feel uncomfortable. I've had interviews.
Okay. When raising him, how was it raising him, knowing that the father of that boy, your son, is? I mean, did you have times where you were like resentful towards him, or did it bring a flashbacks to how you ended up mothering him?
When he was born, I instantly went into postpartum depression. The minute that he latched up to my breast, I felt like throwing up all over him.
Oh my God. Oh my
He
God.
looked just like him. To this day, he looked just like him. His hands, everything. His manners,
And
everything.
he is gonna look just like him because you and him probably resemble too, huh? Because y'all came
No,
through
we
the
didn't
same
have
womb.
the same father. We had the same mother, but not the same father.
But there's always a resemblance of mommy there somewhere.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
some similarities with that brother and you as well. Y'all
No.
came through
But
the same mother, through the same womb.
my mother, him during his years of after he was born, he spent a lot of time with her because I had to go back to school. I was 15
Hold on,
when
hold
he
on.
was born.
All right. Walk with. So you were 15 when you had the baby.
I was pregnant in the ninth grade in high school.
Jesus Christ. So you when did so the DNA was done way later.
Afterwards, I had to force. I actually hired an agency to look for him.
Damn.
I was an adult by that time.
Did your mom know that it was his?
Yes,
So she facilitated by keeping the baby so you could finish school and all these things.
right.
Jesus
When I got
Christ.
pregnant, when she found out I was pregnant, she took me to abortion clinic, and they told her I was too far along to get an abortion.
So her first solution was to dash it away and hide everything, but she couldn't because it was too late.
Right. And as bad as I felt about the whole situation, I was happy that day because for once I was in control of something that couldn't control and my brother couldn't control.
Mm. You say him used to do it and then dare you to go tell her because him know she wouldn't
Yeah,
do nothing.
right.
You must have felt so friggin' helpless.
Yes, the school didn't help me. The state didn't help me. Nobody helped me.
Damn.
I ran away to places like Safe Space. I tried to commit suicide a couple of times, was in the psychiatric unit, had my stomach pumped. I still have the scar on my wrist.
They had to pump your stomach. So you were committed to getting up out of here.
Yeah,
Oh God. You were hurting,
because for
hurting.
years I would have the same nightmare every time I would go to sleep. I would have a dream that he's chasing me on this top of this building. And the only way to escape him was to jump off. And I would have the same nightmare every every night for years.
Mm. Where is he now? The father.
I
And does
have
he
no
have a
idea. I don't know if he's dead or alive.
so does he have a you don't know if he has a relationship with your son or not?
Oh, my son don't want to have nothing to do with him. From the moment I explained to my son,
So your
and
son
then
knows
it
the
would
dynamics
happen.
now? Your son now knows
Yes, he knows the details of everything
Cross God. So now your
because
son
I had to with him before I did video to send to you.
mm-hmm.
I wanted to get permission from him. It's okay because I
So
knew it was going to go out into society and on social media, and I didn't want him to be hurt to see that
oh
without talking
man.
to him first.
Oh wow. You are you're a beautiful soul. So you made sure that things were good with him first before you
He
even
gave
sent me
me the
that
go
video.
ahead to do it. He gave me the go ahead to do it.
Damn. Now, I don't know if you can answer this, but for him, what I'm guessing is it's that point of his life where he was like, I'm a rape baby. And then my mother's brother is my father. Like there's another layer to this. You,
Yeah,
you know?
that's his father and his uncle at
Oh,
the same time.
damn.
And you want to know something? I came to Florida because my father was dying. I didn't go with him. But I found out why my father was an only child and why my grandmother never had any more children. Because my grandfather raped my grandmother, and that's how my father came about.
Damn. So it's just generation after generation of the
Yes.
same.
And what I did was break the generational curse because I exposed everything. And now the family don't talk to me because of it. That's why I live in Florida by myself.
Oh my God. Man, this audience, when I be telling y'all like go over to her channel and whatever, these are the things. See, I'm thank you, Marie, for taking us through this again. But when we say
Anytime you want to talk, any question, you have for me, just let me know.
All right, my sister.
Any way that I can help other people get through this, I'll do it.
All right, and this is why I send y'all there. This is why I send y'all there. I appreciate you greatly.
You're welcome.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thank you. That's stuff that people like off themselves over, and you never get the full story. You see what I'm saying? Jay Robinson, Sir Rastafari, Jaja. Yeah, that's what when you hear me say stuff like someone have been through some things, and people like Marie's message 411 TV me I talk. And when I send y'all over to like those channels, when I say keep it, like family, build a community and support each other, this is what I'm talking about. You know, she needs support too. She's strong. She's super strong, and she can definitely help a lot of other people to survive victimization at that level. That are not just somebody did touch you up or do something. That is a whole that has layers and layers. Mother didn't know about it, mother hide it, permitted the brother to keep doing it. Tell you to your face, say, to come out of the same belly, so home if you choose. You have to go keep on live with this. Breed you while you in a school, 15, you turn mother. Your mother tried dash it away. Doctor said too late. Have to go carry the baby. Now you're at 50. Imagine at 15 years old, your mind as a freaking 15-year-old child, your mind thinking, I'm about to have my brother's baby, and my belly is just growing and growing. My body don't even feel like it's ready to push out baby. This, her story, man. I commend her. Marie's message 411 TV, my sister. I commend you. Like you have a true survivor strength. A true survivor strength. You're preserved for a reason, right? And definitely can be of great help to many others. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey Flo, good morning. How are you?
My day, my brother. What going?
Well, this kind of heavy for a Tuesday morning.
Yeah, boy, we started out talking about the band leader, the lead singer for the popular South Florida band, Visions.
Yeah.
He is incarcerated now because of pretty much the same thing. Along those lines, he's been doing it from the child was 11. She just turned 18, and she decided to talk. He's arrested. He's in Palm Beach County in jail right now, and he actually admitted during interrogation that the things that she told the police is the same things that he admitted to.
How old was her, Flo?
Who?
The victim.
That the Visions lead singer.
Yeah.
She was 11 when it started. She just turned 18.
So Flo, let me ask you something. What age do you think if you're in your 30s or 40s,
Mm-hmm.
35 or whatever? Because they always say the brain doesn't develop until you're like 25. That's what
Until
they
you're at
say.
least past 25, yes, the frontal lobe of the brain.
So I would say a guy that's 40 and over, they should date at least 25 and up.
Yeah, if you're gonna go young. Um, okay, so this is a touchy area for me, right? Because people have their preference and different cultures do different things. But I say it like this. Sometimes some people are mature beyond years, and then other times they're not. So
Yeah.
many times I've seen relationship dynamics where one partner is super young and the other one is old, way older. And a lot of the times me hear people say stuff like, well, they're two consenting adults. It doesn't matter if one is younger or way older or whatever. But in general, I would say that if you are of a mature age and you're going to go younger, don't go below 25 because you're going to have beer problems.
That's so true.
Yeah, because the brain hasn't developed yet to deal with even a simple problem solving skills. So a beer argument and you're gonna argue all the time, and then there's gonna come that parent child complex that's gonna enter the relationship. It just makes for an uncomfortable relationship.
Because I remember the Friday morning with Marie and
You remember when we first did Marie's message story?
Yeah, and I purposely came off the live because
couldn't take it.
I didn't want to feel I didn't want to feel big man no cry, so I don't want to feel emotional.
Right, I made it then I cry, brother, because I couldn't hold it. She made me cry in front of my audience, and me I try hold it the whole time. Even now, through me have on them glasses, yeah, she was talking just now, and me eye them my water up under the glasses. Me glad to me have on the glasses. Yeah, man, it make me feel a kind of way, man. Me don't know, me eye them just start, me eyeball them start sweating them something there. You know, big man no cry. Yeah.
So no, this is what happened. You know, sometimes like you'll go on social media, you'll see people unalive and accidents, and you just skip on to the other until it hit your doorstep. That's when you feel these things that Marie talk about. These are things we used to run joke. But you say your brother, uncle, and to say uncle, daddy, and these things.
Right, some wicked joke.
You know, growing up, we run joke, but when you see it played out, and you know, people do go through this, like you say, oh, this really touches.
Yeah, that ain't no funny no more at all. Can't find no joke in it.
No, and we just used to run joke.
Right.
You know, because
we didn't know though. We didn't know though. You know, for those of us who never experienced any of these things, there's another side to this where we just used to think that the idea, the thought of those things was funny. I used to run all kind of joke with it, but we didn't know. And you know what crazy, bro? Is that children around our age group were actually going through these things, and they probably were right around us.
And we didn't know.
We didn't know.
Because we remember the last time me and a guy fight in my community. It's because the man them said Rufus a joke his sister, and his sister said, you know, say a joke me better than daddy, and Rufus say, I see a thing mommy tell me to.
Jesus Christ.
But a joke we used to run.
Right.
So now me say, yo, sometimes people do go through these things. And them I say, you know, you say, boy, you have to call your father, uncle, and and things
uncle,
like
daddy, and them something there.
Yeah, and just to hear Marie witness even when you ask her, said, so you child support, I may say, yo, your uncle, and your father, and your brother, the daughter, child support. Like, this is just trauma.
Trauma upon top of trauma, brother. Yeah, but
I know the word thing, I look through your topic, and I don't even see any caption. We're gonna be a topic that's gonna take the mood for the rest of the month.
God no. We'll try. We'll try.
All right, my boss.
All right, my brother. Manners.
All right.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, when we do them live here, I know all the time it's gonna be a up and up. We try to peel off and then go into something and try to leave on a more up. Here's my thing. I don't feel like I should. I'm not one of them kind of people that would feel like say, "Why me know I make me sad, yeah, man. Me I go laugh anyway." Sometimes you're just sad because you have to think like, "Damn, if she's the one that went through that and she can't find a reason to smile still, then why me act like say I me go through it? I don't have the right to act like I went through that. You know what I mean? I mean I have the right to act like I me go through it." Yeah, empathy, you know, I have empathy though, but I don't have the right to house that pain and go on like say, me go through it. She a smile, she's moving on with life, she's healed or healing. I don't think that can be I think that is a lifetime of healing, yeah, man, but she had do better than, so I'm not gonna act like, oh God, I'm so sad because I never went through it. She got through it. That's why I say she can be a beacon of hope and a source of strength for many. So when I say go over to that channel there, and this me that talk about, reach out to her. Someone have been through some stuff too. In here, I see the comments them. It happened to me at 10. It happened to me at 11. I see these comments. You could form a bond with this individual, a sisterhood, somebody who you can actually open up to and talk. Because some of you haven't even begun to open up and speak about what you went through yet. And because of that, you haven't even started your healing journey yet. You're still housing everything that happened to you. And I'm sure it's affecting every facet of your life. Same way. So yeah, there's a platform like this where we build a community where we can empower each other is when the platform is doing what it's supposed to do. You understand? We can laugh together, we can cry together, we can run joke together, we can educate each other, these kind of things. So, man, thank each and every one of you for being here and for allowing this platform to grow in this direction to where we're like this now. Yeah. Again, Marie's message, one more time, I'm going to say it. Your strength is tremendous. Your strength is tremendous. I'm going to leave it right there. So, back to this brother now. For the Visions band, if that's your daughter, even if it's not his daughter, he admitted to everything at the police station according to the affidavit as it was released in the news in the US. But that's why I said, when we say stuff on these platforms, the people who are actually doing these things, them not listen to it. Don't think that them platform here are gonna stop them from doing nothing. When I do certain stories, right? Like I will say to the women, I said, you need to govern yourself. You need to be in control. And that's something there where you have between your legs. You need to make better choices when you're choosing a mate, a partner, a man, etc. Vet your source. Not be too quick to get sexual and then emotionally attached to the wrong person and baby come and then before you know it, you have a child for a deadbeat boy where and you are the woman that has the power. When I speak like this, there are a lot of women who come back and say, you always trying to blame the victim. I don't know, you have something against women. Listen to me clearly. There's nothing that I say on this platform that one of those perpetrators of wicked acts like these will listen to and then change their mind and say them now go do it because SouFlo said don't do it. It's like the only people I can reach in the situation that could amount to a different outcome is you. Is you, because you're the one about to be victimized or were victimized. So this platform would wisen you up, or who hasn't been through it already. It'll open your eye with some awareness so you prepare yourself and are aware of what is out there and the possibilities of what could happen. But the boy, we are going to do them something here. The woman, we are going to do them something here. They're not listening to people like us. Oh, they said that, so I'm not going to be that. They're still going to do it. I just don't want you to fall victim to it. So I'm putting the power in your hand. It's not victimizing the victim. It's not me always I blame the victim. It's me trying to empower so you don't be a victim. You get it? Same Sakaran, you just learn to live with it. There's good days and bad days, says RR123. Audrey Wright says, not giving him any credit for confessing, but at least he confessed. Audrey Wright, yes. At least him confess, and at least the case is, far advanced. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great,
All right.
Been a while I didn't even call in, but
Right.
I'm a very keen listener, avid listener.
See.
Just want to say top of the morning to everyone listening. And Marie just said something which struck a note with me. Because the same situation I called you and I said I wanted you to get the video before I call in and tell you my story.
Right.
She said she felt as if the state didn't really defend her.
Right.
You know, I told you a story once about when I was on tour in 2021. And I think it was 2000 when I was on tour. And I stopped the tour. Everybody around me thought I was mad. And no one knew what I was going through. Because then my daughter's mother, her boyfriend then was a pedophile, and no one would ever think about it. And one time I called you, one time I said, SouFlo, I mean, nobody make you leave your house, and you let her put your name alone.
Right.
There are things which happen.
Right.
And this is my daughter almost every day. The one time I start Friday and Saturday, SouFlo. Every 14 days, Mr. My daughter will pick her up Friday evening from the kindergarten and I bring her back Sunday evening. Just as stipulated, but we can start during the weekend time I want to and all that. But her godfather made me aware that this guy is a pedophile and I need to be very, very keen on what's going on. The mother became very defensive. Of course, I took it to the police. And not just the police, but all the authorities here, which are supposed to protect children, all of them took the side of the mother on the ground that I was jealous. I'm saying that to say this, that pedophiles work systematically. You've said that on many occasions.
Yes.
At times when you think that there's no loophole, these people are very, 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 very smart.
Cunning, conniving.
Very conniving.
Yes.
They were actually trying to trigger me that I did something violent, because that I'd be in prison and then they would have total
access to
exactly. And what make it hurt worse was the mother was the person behind all of this. And so there are women who actually give men this feeling that they can. And when you start bringing racism in it and so the guy is jealous and all kind of things, then you can really, if you're thinking cliche, then you can really, don't do anything to protect the child. At the end of the day, I went to Jamaica and built a place because I said, why white woman and tell me one of the places? Because I even went to psychiatric help because I think I'm going to lose it. And the woman said, look here now, the best thing she said to me, she said, she's German. And we don't give a black man a German child until she mash up. So if you can't go to Jamaica, go prepare a place for her. 20 years ago, I go to Jamaica, go prepare a place for her. We're trying to put certain things in perspective that you can understand. What Trump do right now, other people went through other things. We other things which triggered us to make those moves because no better than you. So I had to learn that the hard way. You see? So that was the time when I said, look here now, I'm not gonna go to prison because SouFlo will end up stab up all the man and do all kind of thing. Just for carrying something before, because I got to before the court and the judge. The first judge who had the case gave me a date. The second judge who got it, he got a call. And then it cost me 40,000 euro at the time. To carry to the High Court, right? Including what they call a façon betrayed, all kind of thing. I said, yeah, money to waste.
Did you think you think that the mother of your child was aware that of what her man was about concerning your daughter?
Yeah, because yes, I went to Jamaica and I spent 2 years building up the place for the little girl. And when I came back, she had to divorce him because he had already abused her elder daughter.
So she was just willing to protect him then at that time.
Right, and at the time, no one knew that the eldest daughter was being abused. So when they leave the psychiatry, I was the only person she would visit, and I'm the only person she visits till today. I want to say something to you. My daughter and I almost go to prison for. She don't talk to me, and her bigger sister, the one who is abused, is the one where every time she leaves the psychiatry, she comes to.
Oh wow.
And you have to know, and this thing is more complex. It has many layers. It has many layers.
Why don't she talk to you?
Well, I won't tell you what, because the mother is of the opinion that because I bought it public, I'm the one who destroyed the family. And her daughter now, her eldest daughter now, see me as her hero.
Same thing. Murray's message 411 TV said. This is a common, and back to the CMR case again. We're not gonna let them forget. That's the same
No,
dynamics
no,
right
how
there.
could we?
That's
How
the
could
same
we?
dynamics right there. That little girl
But
would be the one to
let me say
destroy the
something to you.
family.
Let me say something to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, SouFlo, let me say something to you. You know, say, me not feel better if me murder them. At the time when I come out of prison by now, but when my mother said to me, say, and why isn't she calling you? And why the pole switch that the one that get abused, come like a fear pit now, and the one that get abused, switch side.
Crazy
You know, when Obama win the election, because my daughter with a European mother, you know. So my daughter said to me, said, Daddy, make Obama do his job first before you jump on any side. Don't jump that a black man is in the White House, because when it comes to us mixed kids, you don't know which side we are on. It was very profound. You know, yeah, and so life has taught me a lot of things. You know, not because the person black means saying the person your brother, you know.
Right.
And some Chinese and some Arabs will deal with me some way where it's unbelievable. You have some of them over there giving life for me. You know what I mean? Them are my security when me have the concert, them and them kind of something. I don't know, black man secure me. Right. I know I end up like Malcolm X. But deal with things different.
Right. Boy.
See, me have females, me have armed females when time to certain places. Because the man here look for with the gun, but me have the woman have the gun. A solid thing come down. And she's very beautiful, but she's also a black belt. Because that's how you come down in the world today. That's how we deal with it.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way, SouFlo. You understand me? I have certain topics when you touch them more, Carl, but say, it's sometimes better to keep quiet, but sometimes we couldn't allow Marie to be there, not knowing that these things have impacts on fathers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, right now, I'm in a position to feel better than kill them, brethren. You understand me? Today. And when we look on it, when my mother always said to me, say, you know, no call SouFlo to me, but now I have a bigger up all the time. God should like me because sometimes
it's crazy because if you did do that, you probably would have a relationship with her.
I have to reach out to you and make you know, say, daughter, we need to support her. That it have an impact on fathers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So Jasmine Dean, although we don't know what happened to Jasmine Dean, you know? And I don't even want to start imagine. You know, so it has an impact on fathers. I talk about some boogie as a father. I talk about fathers where we are suffer.
The good father, them. The good father.
Yeah, you know me, man. You have to feel like why SouFlo. Me say, me that feel redeemed if men do the wrong thing. You know, but then you have their prison, and then no more pedophile can come do more shit with your picnic.
Because you're not out here to protect.
Exactly, that's why when you make me all the call you, so make no situation. Make you have to live a picnic them. I mean, I use nobody experience. After me, anytime I call me, I use my personal experience and tell the things.
Same.
And I can't do people business. I have to use my life as a way of explaining, you know, how, when, where, why, and you know.
Yeah.
And the kids need to answer some of these questions. We need to answer them to the kids before they start book up in.
Why?
You know. It's a responsibility, and what you're doing is we don't want to trigger people, you know. What we want to do is make the world know that it's not just women who are affected by this. You know?
Yeah.
You talk about that thing, it's not just compassionate and certain things, it just touch you as a man. And when you as a man feel like your womb shift, and you don't have no womb, when you hear some story.
You don't have no womb.
Yes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll bring it up. Because we can't talk to can't call it as no intellectual person this morning. Because we were talking about is a grassroots issue.
Yeah.
One of my best friends used to go Mount Alvernia. Her father was her grandfather.
I feel like this is just. I feel like this is deeply.
You know.
I feel like this is deeply engraved in our culture. I feel like this is deeply woven into the fabric of our culture, though.
Exactly. You know. So when you're bridging this call a little while and saying run it like a joke, those things trigger people because you're talking about the man reality now. You know, you're thumping your mouth for that.
Right.
Yes, I mean, we meet up people.
You are joke and you set off the trigger.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then SouFlo, if a fling a stone in a big pen, I only have to get liquor go say, wee, come on, man, let's face it.
It's true. Like I said to him though, it's true. We wasn't going through nothing like that, so we take the joke as a joke. But there were others around
Exactly.
us who were going through that, and that's why they took it so offensively, you know.
And right now, we have to become more sensitive as a nation. You understand me? There's a certain sensitivity because, as she said, she felt as if the state left her
Did not
in a
protect her.
state of yeah. And I had to realize that very early to take the precautions.
Mm.
I said, all right, then now give me a picture until she mash up. So now for prepare something Jamaica. Yeah. You know, that was 2000, yeah, it was 2001 when that happened. I mean, so close. Them time I make some good money.
Right.
To make a choice, career or your picnic. And a lot of people, especially people like us, where we're in the limelight and all these things, when we have to make a decision, a lot of people think money. And then that gonna haunt you later. I think I made the right decision by being there for her.
Right.
But because you know that Jamaican then has a chop up in cloth. Yeah, of course. I mean,
that's
no
what comes
school,
to
no university can't take out of me. You're so flow. You understand me? You can't teach me this about sociology and human development and way. That's the one thing. But when you touch me picking now, then we lose it.
Right.
So I end up it reach a stage when me think say, okay, if me not get this before court, now stab him up. And when the judge asks me why you do it, then we can't tell him say, look here, X, Y, Z. And somebody taught me the right way. First sat me down, white people, and say, yo, bro, you know, we need you. Because remember, some me employ people, you know, and then I want to go to prison.
Same.
So, you understand me? And them born and grow, yeah, and them start showing me how the shits them work. You understand me? So flow, there's a lot more to this. And we don't want what Marie was saying, it go lost. I'm gonna go back to our channel right away.
All right, brother.
Because I think she can help me help a lot of people around here.
Definitely.
Because we have people who confide in you, them confide in your soul flow because them realize you're trying to bring it to the public in a dignified manner.
Right.
Keep up the good work.
All right. Manners and respect, my brother.
And sorry for the people who them stomach churn this morning. It's life is life in.
Right.
We can't change the realities.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bless up. Yeah. Kaz Robinson says, look, this is deeply embedded in our culture, but it has been hidden so long. Only now will it be broadcast freely and let those who have been harmed know that they are not alone. That's very important, Kaz. To let those who know that they have been harmed, so to let those who have been harmed know that they are not alone. Because a lot of people think that I'm alone. I always say this on this platform, though, that, you know, whatever you've gone through or whatever you are going through now, don't think that you are the only person that's going through it. And I guarantee you, people who are very familiar with what you're going through because it's their own experience, they're closer to you than you think they are. You know? But that's how life can be sometimes. Sometimes you go through some deep, dark things and you just left out there feeling like you're stuck out there by yourself. Nobody else can go through this. No. So I go. Manners and respect, BM, and thank you for being a part of this. Jerome Pearson says, when you're a man and you feel like your womb shift collar and that one I can't process, don't know how that one feel. Boy, I kind of understand what I say still. You know, it's that churning feeling you have in your belly. I feel like, say, you know, let's lighten the moment. Let's lighten the moment. The next story we had this morning was dancehall artist Kiprich. A lot of you are familiar with Kiprich. Dancehall artist Kiprich was a person of interest, and I thought Kiprich no seem like no gangster, no gunman or nothing. It was after a bunch of gunman something happened activities in the Maypen area, Clarendon. I may say Kiprich turned person of interest, but always remember person of interest because I saw the comment section as he was reported as a person of interest. A lot of Jamaicans, you know, on social media, they become very active and yes, all of the artists them in a gun things. gunman them. All the one them will look simple like Kiprich. So may I say, please remember that when you are a person of interest, reported as a person of interest, it doesn't say you're guilty of anything. It just says you're a person of interest. Them want to talk to you. Now, for Kiprich's story, the St. Catherine North CIB arrested and charged recording artist Marlon Plunkett, popularly known as Kiprich, who now is 45 years old, of a Kingston 5 address on Monday, February 10th. Plunkett is charged. Listen to this charge. He's charged with the use of audio and audio-visual communication to promote criminal activity. When I heard that charge, I said, I must say Kiprich police friend them decides to help him get some publicity from media. Cause now me listen to the song, the song, and I told y'all before, I'm no hypocrite. I love gun music. It never make me kill nobody yet. It has its place. It's a bad gun song, but the charge stems from a song that he reportedly recorded and played across media platforms, with the lyrics endorsing gang violence and paying tribute to members of the One Order gang. He was recently named as a person of interest by the police, and after reporting to law enforcers, was charged after a question and answer session was held with investigators in the presence of his attorney. Now, when you put out say a man is a person of interest on front of newspaper and everything, me think say maybe Kiprich did around some gangsters will actually really bust shot, kill people and these things, so them feel like they need to talk to him because questioning him, he could have information that could help. That was my first instinct. If they're going to charge Kiprich for lyrics endorsing gang violence and paying tribute to if them are gonna charge him with, this is the charge, the use of audio and audio-visual communication to promote criminal activity. Not half a dance all that. The amount of gang and gun and bus gun songs and artists that are out there that endorse and promote. How is Kiprich being charged with this? I'm thinking this is a publicity stunt to actually sell the song. Because this can be, if this is the case, all the other artists them should be on charges. I know somebody is like, yes, finally, they're finally holding those artists accountable. You sing gun song that promote murder and promote gang activity and big up the big gang them in the country and dons in communities. Them need to charge you and you need to be arrested and tried and charged. And me know that there's a set of people who are going to think that. But you can't just charge Kiprich. You can't just charge one person. Right, bunches, that's 75% of dancehall, don't it? When course of them charge who them want charge. Me not think them a charge Kiprich. I think this was cooked up. No, me know Kiprich probably I watch this from somewhere and say, eat that boy SouFlo. You know, say I charge man, them charge me about cooked up. But me no business. Me not beg nobody friend. I think this was cooked up. I think this has to be. Now, Kiprich, the only reason why I said this has to be cooked up is because it don't make no sense, bro. Your charge don't even make sense. Tell your attorney to turn on this piece of video right here and play it for them. Your charge don't make no sense. You haven't even sang the most violent gun song. You haven't even sung the most gangster gun song. It's a good song. It sounds good. It's well put together, although the content is along those lines. But I've heard worse. Me hear Mara fly out ahead and pitch pan wall, or Mara gone up in the sky when gun bust in a boy face. Me hear clans get big up, one other get big up, you know, all other kind of gang around the place get big up from other artists. So how come them never get charged? Something funny, man. Something funny. Something funny. I don't know. I have been through a terrible relationship, and this channel SouFlo did so much for me by listening attentively. Relationship, I'm in such a wonderful and happy place. BM, I appreciate you greatly for that. I appreciate you greatly for that. When I don't get it twisted enough, I go through my things them too. I'm only human. So a lot of the times I'm here talking to you is therapy for me. I say this all the time. It's therapy for me too. You know? So it's a community thing, man. We lean on each other, we help each other, we talk to each other, we share information, you know, along with every other thing that we share as well. See? Yeah, Jamaica is a weird place. And let me clarify, because the boy have video out there how me always speak bad about Jamaican police and me support the gunman them that gun them down and kill them. Some people are wicked, you know. The same guy who was trying to get them to, he did made a video where he said he will be at the Vibes Cartel concert, Freedom Street concert, when I can catch him there. And he will have a licensed firearm on him. So if you look for that and take it off of him, and me talking, you know, and he will have lots of US dollars cash on him. So matter of fact, just point the gun on him and tell him, say, I hit your comfort. You know, I'm like, so and we probably give it to him and these kind of things. I am a law-abiding tax-paying citizen. I love gun music. It never caused me to kill nobody yet. It don't even cause me to feel angry. I take it as just entertainment. Just like how I can watch a movie, and I love the gun movies. I love the movies where the place gets shoot up, enough people dead and them something there. I never get up from one of them movie there and go take up one of my gun them and go outside and shoot up nobody. I think I have the intelligence to separate, you know, art from reality. And I think a lot of us do. There's just some unscrupulous people out there who feel like art must be reality. So if you sing it, you must be doing it, kind of thing. Kiprich, I'm not buying this one. I'm not buying this one. And another thing, you're a famous artist. You're in Jamaica. It was easy to get to you. Them used to do that to Tommy Lee, though. They used to do that to Tommy Lee. And Tommy Lee, I remember Tommy Lee said, them always have put me in a newspaper about me a person of interest and they're looking for me and I have till 5 p.m. to turn myself in on all these things. And he's like, the whole of them know where I live. They know where I live. They know where my management is. They know how to get in touch with my lawyer. Why them put me in a newspaper like this? And then if you see the picture that they used of Kiprich in the newspaper, you don't think that Kiprich actually killed somebody or him run a one part or run off a gang around there. Him at the area leader done, you know, some cross, miserable, angry kind of face, something. We don't know Kiprich to be any of that kind of artist. I just think that this was a publicity stunt. The next topic of the morning, though, is Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt and his money. And Usain Bolt is still trying to get his money back. I don't know, you know. You see if me that Usain, it couldn't just go so, you know. Couldn't just go so at all. We're talking millions of US dollars here. Millions of US dollars. And nobody has been able to say where his money went or give him a timeline of when he can get some of his money back. Usain Bolt recently said something has to happen. Usain Bolt wants more action from the government in Jamaica after nearly $1 billion loss at SSL fraud loss. SSL fraud case where his money disappeared from SSL. So Jamaican sprint legend Usain Bolt is speaking out about his near 1 billion Jamaican dollars, billion with a B, loss for the collapse of the investment firm Stocks and Securities Limited, or SSL. Enough to have the money returned, and hinting that he may now have to apply some pressure to them. Remember I told y'all before, I said Usain is such a yardie. He is such a Jamaican. He is such an advocate for Jamaica that the man won't even get on an international platform and say anything bad. Even when he's been done so wrong. I also said this before. If Usain was of the other persuasion, you know, the skin is extremely light, the hair is straight, he was raised uptown in one of those big houses that overlooks the city, that would have never happened to his money. That would have never happened to his money. A lot of these people look at him as this a boy, where him do? What? Him just run and come rich like the whole of we, or richer than some of we. You know, him not deserve it. Or if we take it, him not have no back it, him forget it back. In March of last year, almost 14 months after an alleged $4 billion fraud scheme was first uncovered at SSL, Jamaican authorities validated a claim that a company that was owned by Usain Bolt was defrauded of US $6.2 million. That's 6.2 million US dollars. He was among 200 SSL clients that were impacted by the alleged fraud, according to the authorities. The Sprint icon disclosed during an appearance on the Fix podcast recently that he has declined numerous requests from international people to speak about his loss because of his love for his country. I'm telling you, if Usain Bolt, y'all don't understand influence and power. Influence is power in this new world. Usain holds tremendous influence. If Usain Bolt ever gets on a Good Morning America platform, I'm giving you an example. There are many other platforms out there. If he ever gets on, say, a Good Morning America platform, and it comes out of his mouth where he is venting about his millions of US dollars. Remember, I know a whole heap of people in the US don't have millions of US dollars. His millions of US dollars that was stolen. And he says anything like, no, I have to say, don't invest your money in Jamaica because they'll cook it up to where you can't get your money back. And they'll have no accountability, and you'll just have to walk away and accept that. That could lead to a whole lot of people who have hefty money to invest, to change their minds and say, you know what? I carry my money go to Trinidad because at least them have accountability. I'm taking my money to Grenada. I'm taking my money to Antigua and Barbuda. I'm taking my money. I'm just not putting it in Jamaica. You heard what Usain Bolt said? We're talking about Usain Bolt, lightning bolt, Usain Bolt. If they did that to him, what do you think they'll do to me and you? But Bolt hasn't done that yet. Usain said he's had many requests, international people reaching out to him, because at the end of the day, it's going to hurt Jamaica a lot. So me try avoid that, is what he said. You see, I've been saying this for the longest. He is that conscious of what could happen. All to be given so much power, all to be favored so much by God. Usain couldn't make up his life. I am a believer that things are ordained. Check it out, right? How the hell you name Usain Bolt? Bolt like a bolt of lightning will flash so fast. And then you end up becoming not just a fast man, but the fastest man in the world that has set records that nobody can break so far. The records have stood the test of time. Usain couldn't have planned that. God planned that for Usain. Usain did just do the work and fall right in line with his destiny. Oh, to be blessed with so much power, because influence is power. I don't know if y'all see it. Anytime I'm go anywhere, me say the presidents of countries, even the United States of America, he's over in Europe, and the leaders of their nation, as soon as them seeing a lightning bolt, them a strike. Maybe because he is ours, we like to downplay his greatness, his influence on the world stage. But His influence is tremendous. And if he starts to vent on international platforms, it's going to be super damaging for Jamaica as a whole. Bolt knows that. His exact words, even though I've been saying it, his exact words, because at the end of the day, it's gonna hurt Jamaica. I think it's because you saying so regular. Like, when you have that kind of money and that kind of fame and stuff, we're not used to that kind of people being so regular. You know, both so regular, both are kind of somebody will stop out a road and get some jerk chicken off a drum and bump fist and whole conversation and then go on business. Like, he's not overly anything. So I think maybe that's why they still look at him like Sir Bolt. He's not Sir Bolt, you know? He's not suit and tie guy. He is not surrounded by corporate entities and they're wielding the pen and lawyers and courtroom and, you know, he never make himself out to be that. Remember when the big commercials were to get done? Usain said when these big corporations were reaching out to him, he would say, come to Jamaica and shoot them there. I'll do it. I'll do it, but you have to come here. I don't want to do it overseas. I could fly out and come do it and pick up a check. But I think it'll benefit Jamaica more if we shoot it here. This is how much he looks out for Jamaica. So I know that from morning. That's why I kept on saying, I know he doesn't want to hurt Jamaica. That's why he hasn't been pressing it. But right now, the brother said something have to happen now because it look like so because him now make up no noise and now say, you know, I already told y'all, man, if that was me up a SSL chair fly gone through window, patchling, place mash up, well, take it out of how much you owe me. I did $1 million worth of damage today, $1 million Jamaican dollar. Take it out. You have made 6 point something million US dollars in here. How about I go up there on a regular basis, go mash up the place? However, he said that after several conversations and waiting over 2 years, things appear to be at what he described as a stalemate, a standstill. Nobody not saying nothing, no accountability. Now, at some point, him say, me have to start say something. Clearly, it look like if me not apply some pressure or do something or start make whole heap of questions being asked, me not gonna get back nothing. You got to think about how they did him. You got to think about the amount of money we're talking about. I don't know no Jamaican will have six. I'm talking about me personally. I don't know no brethren of mine that have 6.2 million US dollar just sit down. I don't. And I don't have to come on here and pretend. You know, a lot of people pretend through social media how them rich and them me not know none. That is a tremendous amount of money. You have Hollywood stars that their net worth is less than that. A whole heap of money that in a man. This ain't no damn 6 million Jamaican dollars where you can say, well, you're saying it's like, you know what, I'll take that on the chin as a loss. All right. They only come out about 60-something thousand, 70-something thousand US. All right, I learned my lesson. We're talking millions in US dollars. Who just lets you take that off of them and just walk away? Nobody. Nobody. You know how hard it is to get that much money? You know how hard it is to get that much money in a lump sum? You might work 6 million over your lifespan, but to get that much in a lump sum. Bolt said it look like if him not start make some noise and you know make whole heap of questions start get asked and stuff, it don't look like. And the way how them do him too, you know, it's not like they gave him back and said, okay, here is 3. And then we're gonna start work on getting the other 3. And it's been taken not even $1 back from the man money. This is where I think the slap in the face is. It's not even like they were like, let's get half of it back to him and we'll figure out how to get the other half. It's just like frig him. He might not nobody, not even $1 back to him. This is Usain Bolt. Have you ever seen the statue of Usain Bolt in Jamaica at the National Stadium? I mean, Bolt could have been on the level of a hero, a national hero. And this is who we did this to. Kill me dead. Anyhow, Bolt was white or light-skinned Jamaican of another persuasion, that would have never happened to his money. It's been 2 years, he said. And them can't come to you and say it reached here, or, we are look up or we are look down. It not reach nowhere. It almost at a stalemate. Something has to happen. Some fixing has to go on. The 100 and 200 meter world record holder said that he expected what he expected to see happen. And the help he thought he would get from certain people has not materialized. We are asked Andrew Holness, who is in power, the help he thought he would get from certain people. I'm just going to throw Andrew in there. The Prime Minister of the country. This looked bad. The help he thought he would get from certain people. They asked him if he was referring to the government when he said the help he thought he would get from certain people just hasn't materialized. His answer was, the government alone can do something big about this. Them are the only persons who can go in and say, this needs to fix. No. When asked how active the government has been, he replied, it's been 2 years. That active. It's been 2 years. There have been conversations, but nothing has materialized out of all these talks. The global sprint icon replied, no, when asked if he believes enough was being done to resolve the issue. He said no. If they were doing enough, it would have reached a certain level already. Them not do nothing. I don't feel like they're doing nothing. I feel like the plan is to not give Usain Bolt back not even $1 of his money. I feel like they knew. I also feel like this was a concerted effort between a group of people at that firm. And I feel like them split up the money and they're ready for whatever else may come. And they have absolutely no plans to give him back any of that money. They look at him as somebody who can take that loss. His net worth is at 90-something million US dollars right now. I think 2024 to 2025, they said it should hit 100 million US or something like that. So I'm sure they looked at him and was like, I pocket money for him, man. So yeah, it all cause like a nice and everything, but it's a good retirement money that for we. Him can stand the last one. It's the principle behind it, It's the principle behind it. I remember said network doesn't mean loose cash. When them asked him, both recounted the hurt, Him said they're not doing enough to fix this. He recounted the hurt that he felt when he first was alerted to the money being gone through a telephone call from his business manager, Nugent Walker, also known as NJ. When NJ called him and tell him the whole of the money gone, the man said, lick me for 6. Using a popular cricket term, lick you for 6. Bolt said his ordeal has made me look at who I am and where I think I was on the food chain in Jamaica. Very interesting. Listen to this. Listen to this. He said it made him look at who he is and where he sits on the food chain in Jamaica. If this happened to me, and it's going on for 2 years now, and me can't see back a dime, you really start to evaluate. You really start to evaluate. Well, if he didn't know before, that was his wake-up call. Because if that did miss a man the money from UPSO, that money there would have never went anywhere. And if it did, he would have been the first one paid back in the first place. You still a ghetto youth to them. You still want like a country boy to them. In their eyes, you don't deserve what you have. In their eyes, you're still the type that them can run over. I run him running, I'm not have much sense. Yeah, me know I'm not understand economics and I'm not understand the banking system and how we move decimals and these things. Yeah, you say boy not too bright. Take away money, man. You get your wake-up call. You get your check. You might get them side eye. Him need I don't know what to tell you, saying to do, because I don't even know at this point what he can do. Because the whole system in Jamaica, remember, the whole system in Jamaica like work together, I'll give you a good example, right? The attorney, Messi Masado, that took away Mavado, dancehall artist Mavado, money, took his millions of dollars. When Messi Masado took the man millions of dollars, they came up with a plan to make sure that him can't get back his money. So Mavado runner from Jamaica, right? I have to put it that way. Because ever since the incident with his son, he has not returned to Jamaica, and he left Jamaica in quite a hurry when the shooting incident happened with his son. His son later on got a life sentence behind that shooting incident. Mawalo has not been back to Jamaica since. Even I saw somebody did a drone flyover of Mavado's mansion, and the mansion just looked like the pool, the water in the pool green and grow morass in it. The vegetation grow up all around the yard. It look like said not even family members don't live there. If they do, they're not taking care of the property. It just look like the big mansion is there falling apart, need repairs, because nobody is living there. Messi and our crew, mind you, the whole time Mavado gone, years now. Him left Jamaica, hasn't returned. He might try to get back his money from Messi Masado. Messi Masado was found to be doing unscrupulous business and lost her law license, but she still has connections. This is how Jamaica works. She still has connections with high-powered attorneys because that's been her career field, right? Them eat together. Them have them clicks and crews groups together. All right. Them cook up a plan. Watch the plan where them cook up for Mavado. Mavado's attorney went into the paperwork, into the law, and said, my client doesn't have to be in Jamaica in person to get his money back. They said he has to attend court in Jamaica to get back his money. Him attorney says, well, according to this in the law, it says he doesn't have to. He can actually attend court via webcam, right? Electronic means. Them went and find a part where say, oh, that's only if he doesn't have an outstanding warrant. So, watching up virtually bunches, and they came back and said, yeah, that says it in the law, but that's only if he doesn't have an outstanding warrant. So then, of course, Mavado and his attorney are like, okay, what's the problem? Because we don't have no outstanding warrant. If you go back and check all my videos over the years that I've been doing, like staying abreast with the story, I always said, if Mavado is wanted in Jamaica that much, why don't the Jamaican government, just get in touch with the US government, them work together all the time. We have had people sent back to the country to face charges. Murder is a serious charge. House burned down, man, throat cut, all these things. Go for him. Let them know that you're looking for him. He can't hide. send him back to Jamaica to face the charges, right? We haven't heard nothing about, we haven't heard a damn thing about a warrant for his arrest all these years until he tried to get his money from Messi Masado. Wanna see how them work? All right. So when him try to get the money from Messi Masada now, and the lawyer say yes, him can do virtually attend court. Them say yes, only if you don't have a warrant out for his arrest. Them say, well, guess what? We have a warrant out for his arrest. The lawyer said, where? Where? Because all this time we haven't heard of any warrant. You never notified us of any. We don't have a copy of any. Send the copy, because we want to see it. Remember, I know a lot of what they do is still done pen and paper, not not digital, so it's stored and you can't go in and change data and whatever. They sure as hell came up with a warrant. And they said, here is the warrant for Mavado's arrest. The warrant was issued, and them have a date when it was issued and everything. So because the warrant is issued now, this is not my words. You have to look for Mavado now like he's a wanted man in Jamaica. But it begs to ask the question, so if we don't have a warrant for his arrest and he is wanted in Jamaica because there's a warrant out for his arrest, why are y'all not working with U.S. authorities to get him back to Jamaica to answer to these charges? The only time they bring up that warrant is when this man asks for his money from Messi Masado. This is how they work. This is how they work. Dangerous. Them cook up the warrant. Missy Bram Bram, them cook up the warrant and actually have it backdated on paper and everything. They said, because Mavado's attorney says, what's the date on the warrant? Them said it was issued like right away from back when the incident did happen. So how come we never heard anything about it? I don't know how you didn't hear anything about it, because we sent you all a copy. They're wicked. They're wicked enough. Anytime they grab a hold of your millions and them getting at them little crew and them say, how much? And somebody say, 20 mil. Them say, all right, here what? You take 3, you take 3, you take 3, that's a 9. You take 3, that's a 12. You take 3, all right, we'll split it up. So only thing we need to do is come up with a warrant, and the boy now going to answer a warrant because he knows him afraid. And if he answer a warrant and say, come in, he feel like them all lock him up. And he no want to go through where Vibes Cartel just go through, because it will take him years to get back out. So he must stay a foreign. We're free with the money. And just like that, gone with the man money. Gone with the man money. Just so. Of course, it begs again to ask another question like, why is Mavado not going back to Jamaica? Why no one just go in and answer all the questions them and set everything straight and go in with an attorney and whatever? And I have the answer to that. It's because during the trial, there was a part in there where that statement that was made, where it was alleged that his son said the boss want him head. So after they killed the youth, said Mavado's son, according to the boy's father who was killed, the victim's father, he testified that Mavado's son was the one that was orchestrating and carrying out the management part of the execution of his son. So he gave the son the knife. He gave him one dull knife or dull cutlass or something, a dull blade, and tell him to use this. A member said the boss want him head. And then the guy proceeded to try to cut off the head in front of him. After they had killed my son, they was trying to remove his head to carry the head, literally go get the boss. And of course, the question came up, well, who is this boss that want him head? Because all this started when shots were fired at Mavado. And it was said that he was the boss. So if Mavado go back to Jamaica, whether he was linked to that or not, they can possibly link him to it. And then whether they're going to be able to keep you in there forever, I think they would be happy just being able to keep him in there for a couple of years. Just long enough for you to have to answer to this case. Look at Shabdan. Shabdan lock up from when? So they know how they play their game. And you have to decide if you want to sit down in a prison in Jamaica for how many years. I'm sure he's putting money together to mount a defense on appeal for his son, but them money that don't come cheap. Those types of lawyers don't come cheap. Fighting that case all the way up the road, as you can see by the Vibes Cartel case, that not cheap. We're talking millions of dollars, and we're talking US dollars. Usain speaking on an international platform will open Pandora's box, says Nans. Absolutely, Nans. And he knows it, but he just don't want to boof Jamaica in the back like that. But I'll tell you something. If I was Usain, I would think that now is the time to do it. I've given you way more than enough time. And I also realize now that I am not held in high regard like I thought I was. So here what? All gloves are off. I'm getting dirty. You're going to give me back my money. I would use my influence to tarnish as many as I could in the worst way possible. That's it. Yeah, give me my money and I'll go about my business. I've never had a problem with you before. And I've been waiting for over 2 years. Audrey at 70 if you left JA and start talk. Otis Nolan, big up yourself. I appreciate you. Time to move forward, the Buffalo Soldiers. Time to move forward. Stop playing games with them because they don't like you. But no sister, them not like him. Him no sister, he's not a part of their inner circle. Him don't say that. We see it. You're not, Bolt. Listen, Bolt. You are not a part of their inner circle, bro. It's not the first time I've said this. So I'm not surprised that in your interview you said this force you to actually look at who you are and, you know, where you sit on the food chain in Jamaica. I'll tell you where you sit on the food chain. You know where you sit on the food chain in Jamaica now. You have some people who are way up here, so you thought you were way up there with them because of who you are. Them people there hold you down here, so. This is where they see you. And in their minds, you will always remain here. Start doing whatever you have to do to get your money back. Bolt up on the plate. Jesus Christ. Audrey, them wicked enough. Them wicked, man. But Jamaica is a whole nother thing to deal with. I intricately explained to you just now how them cook it up and keep Mavado money. This is to give you a clear insight of how they work, and they work together. That's the part. Them work together. When you go a judge and you think say, okay, judge is going to be just and loyal to the law and make sure. No, judge, lawyer, and judge are friend. Prosecutor and defense are friend. You know, you just caught up in them system. You just caught up in their system. Kataja Empress says, I would go after SSL and their biggest stockholders as well as the government for not having regulations in place for repayment. They had some money the other day. I think it came in through insurance. And they said they had enough money to pay back the people them their money. And I said the first person they should pay back their money was Usain Bolt. Not saying that others didn't deserve to be paid back as well. But I mean, come on. When somebody has worked hard and has earned a certain status, you give unto Caesar what is due unto Caesar. A Usain Bolt is never treated like a regular schmegler, degler guy in any society. You know? Bolt should take the SSL building and assets. Nobody no want the building the Mervyn the Point Jamaica occur. When we do that the building there, that building there can generate back him 6 point something million US. Yes, Kaitaja Empress. That building, take them building. They don't even have the building no more. But that building can't do nothing. It's not like it's a fancy building that costs so much to build and everything. None of that no work, nothing. Kaz Robinson said 28 bank account. Listen, do you know something? Build big house out of SSL money. Yes, some people build big house out of SSL money. Not only that, do y'all remember? Do you remember this? Remember when the question was asked, does the Prime Minister have any money in SSL? And the answer was no. Not only does he not have any money in SSL, he has never invested any money in SSL. That turned out to be false. That turned out to be false. Not only did he have money in SSL, his money got drawn out right before, as we would say, the shit hit the fan. Well, at this point, man, Bolt no say man of them. He's not their guy. He's not their guy. Fight for your money, my youth. Fight for it another way. Start use the international platforms that you have at your disposal and start fighting for your money that way. To tell you the truth, they probably don't even care. At this, because, listen, 6.2 million US gone, If a six are we in the group, each one of we walk out with 1 million US. Me no business if him go use international platform. My money already gone. It already set over so. The plan is to never pay him back. In other words, the plan is to never lose that money that I just got. I can imagine how they were salivating over the money when it came in. They were like, Jaja, this is retirement money, This is live good money. Nobody don't know how the money walk out of the building gone. Nobody don't know who was responsible for that particular account. It's weird. They don't even know who was responsible for that particular account. The one woman that is held accountable, she admitted she's responsible for all these other accounts, but I never touched the Usain Bolt account. I never even knew he had an account here with us. And that she alone get arrested and charged for it. So if she has nothing to do with his account, that means nobody is being punished for his account. I think she's the fall guy. Missy Bram Bram said, poor Miss Pantan. You think Miss Pantan is the fall guy, Missy? I don't think she's the fall guy. I think she's a part of it. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Curse said it. There's no way you have a celebrity status superhero guy like a Usain Bolt have an account at your business and you don't know. Ain't no way. Yeah, when I say she the fall guy, Sean, I mean she's the fall guy, as in she's the person who has been designated to take the fall for this. She's the person who's been designated to take the fall for this. Everybody else gets to walk free. And once somebody takes the fall, it's paid for. So he'll never get the money back. It wasn't his company's name, yes, but they know who that is. Those big clients have a separate person dealing and monitoring their accounts, so they know what happened. Proper Royal says. Either way, man, they did him so dirty. It's shameful. Super shameful. I am my 73-year-old. We're gonna try to leave out of here on some laughs this morning. For all the people them who are older, please don't be triggered. I say this because every time we do one of them kind of story here, the people them were in them, the people them were in them 60s and 70s, they be like, "You're so disrespectful." Some of them, "You're so disrespectful. Why do you think 65 is old? Why you think 70 is old?" You know. I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to call you. Or well, listen. Anyway, let's get into the story. This is nothing against you personally. I'm trying to understand life like everybody else. This is the story we're gonna take we out of here this morning. Okay. I am old, but I am not cold. My 73-year-old body needs some good loving. Ay, ay, ay. I am a 73-year-old woman, and I have a problem. At least, I used to think it was a problem until I discussed my situation with a couple of women who are in my age group. Two of them live in a senior citizen's home. Their children are supporting them there. One of them was a nurse, was in nursing for many years. Her husband passed on a few years ago, and after he did, her children took the decision to repair the house and to put their mother in a home. She did not object because she was able to sleep as long as she wanted, and she is receiving some good care in this home that she's in. Mind you, I'm 73. This woman, along with a couple of others, told me that what they miss the most of all is not necessarily having sex. One told me that she went to see a doctor because she was having a little pain down there. So the doctor examined her and the doctor told her that she's physically fit and all she need was a man. A man to, if you don't use it, you lose it kind of. She need a man. She need a man to drink it up. I wish Dr. Mommy go. Ah, somebody said I can't find any of your November videos, SouFlo. I'm gonna have to go look. Then probably I take no more of my video them. We have to go look. November. All right. She said that this woman, along with a couple, blah blah blah. Let's see. All right. She went to see the doctor. Her doctor, because she was having a little pain down there, the doctor examined her, told her she was physically fit, but all she needed was a man. She considered the doctor out of order for saying that. But she knew that the doctor was telling the truth. Because, the little space, not get no activities in a while. I don't want to be mixed up with some of these men, but I recently met an old school friend, and we were in university together. One of our colleagues passed on, so we were at his funeral. He told me that his wife also had passed on. So we're talking about life, and the man wouldn't take his eyes off of me. When his granddaughter came to pick him up, he gave me his number and he asked me to call him, and I did so. I told him that he should come by to see me before he goes back to the United States of America, and it's the best thing I ever did. He got to my house around 4 o'clock. I cooked, and we ate together. He surprised me by asking me, "Can we make love?" I consented and I saw stars in the skies. It was just what my body needed at 73. He left for the US 2 days later after the visit, and now he wants to come back and spend more time with me again. But I'm afraid to allow him to come and stay with me because I'm a church woman. I don't want my church brethren them to know that a man is sleeping at my house. He said that we are big people and that we should do what we want to do. Whatever he got from me, he enjoyed it. I must say, whatever I got from him, I enjoyed it too. What do you suggest? And remember, I know this woman is 73. She said her body needs some good. Her body needs some good loving. Work out the arthritis. Put on my leg, put on my leg, put on my leg. It's a cramp up, it's a cramp. All right, do it for that side. That side. All right, all right. Make him come. Don't watch the face. Enjoy life. The Mount of funeral where them got to already. See, I think that should be her warning. That fair funeral is around the corner too. I mean, at this point, it's not like there are a slew of people waiting lined up to get with a 73-year-old. So you find your person and your person can perform, and your person in your age group and can perform to make you see stars. You hit the jackpot. You hit the jackpot. Yeah. Do what makes you happy, lady. Give him some more, girl. 73 still can move, but wait there. Well on there. Who this? The Buffalo Soldier said, give him some more, girl. 73 still can move, but not 83. So she the window is closing. Buffalo Soldier, the window is closing. She reached 73. We're saying about 5 more years, 10 more years, that done. Girl, forget the church sisters and let him come. She want her happy ending. She see blinky and stars, Missy Brown Brown. She says she see stars. You can imagine them older people. Can we make love? So formal. Can we make love? Can we make love, Miss Darce? I've been watching it for a while, from back in our university days, back in the 30s. Yeah. When it was young and fresh back then, can we make love? My wife dead, your husband gone. I think this is fate that has us here, and the amount of funerals we've been to together. I kind of tell myself we don't have much longer left either. I think we should join forces, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And enjoy these days that we have left. Not true? May I practice when we reach them age then. I'm gonna be when my sons them when their new word, I'm gonna be risen up some old lady. Can we make love, Dorothy? Yeah. Well, I knew Mr. Gilbert, Mr. Gilbert was a good man. And I would have never came at you like this when he was alive, I know you're a good woman because you gave him 57 years of marriage. Yeah, and he's been gone for quite some time now. Not saying that you had enough time to grieve because, when you love somebody like that and he was a good person to you like that, it takes a lifetime to get over losing that person. But we are still here, and we're still living. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So can we make love? Boy, may I get ready, And God, please just make this something work when we reach them age still. Yeah. Can't find it at work, Yeah, look at them old one have to push it, Hope she using protection. I don't think she want any babies. At 73. At 73. Backside look like she almost see heaven. I want to go there. Wow. Well, she hit the jackpot. Because a whole heap of people me here say, I heard one woman say, my husband something dead long, 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 long time. Me I'll keep funeral feet in my mind. He dead years ago, but he's my best friend. And I would never cheat on him and I would never have it any other way. I did a show where I was talking about age difference in relationships and what the possible outcomes could be, you know, when you're significantly older than your spouse. I may have said for the man them and your woman is way younger than you are, you're gonna get to a point, if you're life partners for real, you're gonna get to a point where, you know, the something is not something and she a go want for something up. So one lady came on here and said that. She said fear she said fear husband something dead long time. She'll keep funeral feet in her mind. It's not, but she'll never do anything to jeopardize. Or she actually said I could never have another man touch me. Not even touch me. Me and my husband been together so long, and even though he's no longer able to do that, and she's tried and tried and tried and tried and try again from time and time again. It just now do nothing. It just gone. But they find other things to do together and other ways to do things, and she's satisfied. Me don't know what them other ways there is to do things, cause you know. So me just pray to God say that is not my story. I know from his story that I mean, woman running and talk about why dead long time. Me I keep funeral feet and my man buried. Yes, then not even Jesus can raise that they're gone. Gone. But me love him, you know. So me and him I go stick it out. Why if you stick it out? Mm, not even defibrillator can bring it back. Not even the shock. Not even the defibrillator. Not like a mouth to mouth resuscitation. No, she's pumping on it. Do something for it for me. See if you can make it do something. Cause me I try and you know do nothing. That's us. When you reach after you got brave up yourself, but can we make love, Miss Marcia? I mean you're 73, I'm 79, you know? I don't think we have much time left. Miss Marcia fling it on you and then you can't turn up. And she did do all the things, them blow a breath in her, it and try resurrect and you did if you go through your whole stages of. Imagine Miss Marcia if you tell her, say, don't, it's okay, don't feel bad. It happens to everybody. It's okay, love, it happens to everybody, don't feel bad. God must have a sense of humor. Boy, I wonder if I can feel like that at 73, Julie Tapper says. You probably can. But do you want to hear from some 70s people this morning if there were any here? If they're still frisky. You know, mostly it's usually the woman them who are still frisky. The man them, even if you can't turn up, it won't turn up for too long or it won't turn up too strong. Cuddling, Karen, cuddling can't replace that. Cuddling cannot replace that. Me not care how much cuddle you want, cuddle. Squeeze the puppy. King Biggs, big up yourself. King Biggs in the building. King Biggs says, squeeze the puppy. Like cargo with the girl, she said, me squeeze the puppy till them cramp up. Every morning you want me squeeze him puppy. Oh, squeeze up your puppy, mommy. See if you can make it do something there. Cause from morning, me there I work with it, not that thing. I'm not getting anything to go on. See what you can do. God know. God know. God didn't know so one time we live till them age there, you know, things were gonna be out of whack. I actually think that's nature's way of slowing us down. That's nature's way of saying, you know, think about other things in a life now. Like preparing yourself to meet your maker. Lord, think about preparing yourself to meet your maker. Yeah, your teely don't work no more, so it's time to like get sanctified now and Holy Ghost filled and other things were more important than your teely. Yeah, look on the little piece of sitting where hang off of your front there, so shrivel up just a little bit bigger than your belly button. Yeah, say never used to look so tall back in the day. Never used to look so. Baptism and everything at church you're gone. Church you're gone. Where else you going? And you're not one of the guys in the church looking at any of the church sisters because you don't know you can't do nothing. You know? There's only so much waste to face you can do. You know, want nobody scandalize you. Scandalize you. Girl, him can't do a thing. Yes, beer in him face him have it. Beer tongue action. Them elders be getting it in too. Don't get it twisted. Trust me. Yo, me working at them environment there here. I'm in a facility one time. I'm not gonna say which state I was in or where. You know, I was in a facility one time, and if you see them in the evening time, may I get ready for leave for work. Them I dress up and I get ready to go to whoever room they're gonna be going to. There was one particular couple at a facility. Boy, when them lock room and carry on, them lock door and carry on, and the staff knew. So the staff would say they're not legally married, they're not a husband and wife couple, so we shouldn't be like facilitating this, them being locked in a room together doing what they're doing. We know what they're doing, but you know, they're not hurting anybody, and apparently they're dating each other. In a nursing home, you know, they're dating each other. It was a long-term care facility, really. It wasn't a nursing home per se. So they're dating each other. And you want to see them, then wake up early in the morning, breakfast, them meeting at the dining hall. And it was like, it's like you dating. And then at certain hours of the day, them branch off in each other room. Sometime I walked into a room one time and the man Teely was in the woman's hand. And she was very much vigorously trying to get it to do something. And it was one of those, oh my God, kind of moments. But that couple that I saw doing that though was actually a married couple. The guy was just out of it. Like he's not there anymore. You could tell his wife was a bit younger than him when they got married, but she's older now too, still. You know, I would say like him in her 90s, and she's like a bad self. She wasn't in the best of health either. So she was probably about a bad late 70s, early 80s kind of woman. And he's like way up 90s. But him thing now work no more like he used to. I don't know if I told you all the story before. I watch Man Parts, but this guy, the CNAs from this facility, they used to fight about who's gonna give him a shower. I'm talking about they used to rush the young gal, them, you know. All of them want one of them. It's like I'm showering him today. I mean, I say with them, he wasn't on my therapy list, so I couldn't do therapy with him. And then when he finally got added to the therapy list, you know, I said, let me go do a shower session with him, because in the shower session, I could deal with the transfer training and the upper body, lower body dressing, undressing, and that kind of stuff that goes with OT, right? Right in my scope of practice. He had goals for that. That man there, me never seen nothing like that before. Me not lie. I ain't never seen no shit. And after I saw that, I just never did showering with him or anything again. Like, yo, Audrey, right? I'm not well endowed is not the word. Okay, that shit. I don't even want to use the word shit, but that shit was. That man was hung. Okay, he was like super hung. And it dawned on me now. Me, I said, these bitches. Me, I talk about the care team, you know. I said, these friggin' young girls. Now I know why it was all along about, nah, I got him. But I said I was going to take him today. It's okay, girl, I got it. You don't have to worry about him. Do somebody else. And you hear them like, them argue about who I going to watch him today. I help him watch himself, right? Yes, he was a brother. If you stand him up, because he couldn't hardly stand up anymore, he spent most of his days in his wheelchair. When I do therapy with my clients, I usually like to make sure that they get out of the wheelchair. If you could imagine being stuck in one chair all day, right? So I try to do standing activities, even if they can't stand, but try to get them either to the standing machine or do some transfer training to the mat, or the elevated mat, or something like that with them. He was a brother, and if you stand him up, me and him were probably about the same height, right? I'm 6'5". Me and him were probably about the same height. He was tall. He was bigger than me, though. Like, his head was bigger than mine. a big thick man. Him muscle them as old as he was. You could tell, like, if back in the day, he was probably one of them ones that they had on the auction block talking about 75, 85, 85, 95. We have a strong nigga over here. He can breed all your mares. He can work the fields. 95, 95, 100, 105. Him probably was one of them kind of. Him did and big, really big. I ever told y'all the story about there was a lady who every time I walked into the facility, there was a smell. And it's an underneath smell, a pum pum smell. It's a dirty pum pum smell. And every time she was at that side, and mind you, her room was on the other side of the building, but the bathroom then was up at this side where I come into the building each morning. And every time she was up for a shower, I knew it. Because I smelled it, would I think up the whole place from up there, so I go all the way down the hallway. And as soon as I walk in the building after like my second, third time, I would say, this is not her name. I'm just going to throw a word in there. I said, Miss Sylvester was up here, wasn't she? And they'll be like, oh my God, you're so crazy. Stop. How do you know? I said, cuz, man. Oh my God, the smell. The smell. And they're like, you're crazy. But you're right, though. I smell it. And some people are like, oh my God, it even smells like it's in our clothes. This is like the nurses and the therapy team is talking, right? About her. She had like, she looked like she did have a wicked shape back in the day. Way back in the day. But it's super cock off or really round. I don't know what to tell y'all women with them extra big ass, because when y'all get like really old, if you live that long, and you can't go in between and clean out the folds and all that, the stench will come with it. That was her husband. Her husband. And she was more mobile than he was. Like if you put him in his wheelchair and sat him right here, he would stay right here for the whole day. And he wouldn't move himself. So we had like wheelchair training mobility goals and, you know, seating positioning goals and self-dressing goals for him. His wife now, she wouldn't use her hands for her wheelchair. She'll just use her feet and just carry herself. So all around the facility she gone. And you would see her going after I'm coming in from the shower. She'd be up at one end of the building. You'd see her coming down to the room like this. And then she closed the door. When they added him to my therapy list, I went down there and bust the door open by accident. Because you're supposed to, well, you're not really supposed to knock in that facility. So I was wondering why the door was closed. But you do your little knock, but me knock on easy, right? And there she was. She was going to town with that thing in her hand. And I was like, oh! Mind you, they're a couple, but they don't share the same room. So I never expect that. No wonder she in a wheelchair after angling that for years. Andre, yo, for those of you who work in the facility, you know the shower chair. You know the shower chair, right? It has like a seat on it, but the seat cut out. So so them can wash the undercarriage area. The seat cut out. Yeah, that Missy one time then transferred the man over. They had to use the lift. And when they use the lift and transfer him over to that chair from the wheelchair, undress him. I'm gonna see a blood cleat something drop out at the bottom of my chair. I see me the first. I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought me don't know what we did think. I was just like, what the fuck is that? And the girl them in there start laughing and they were like, oh, that's his. I'm like, oh, oh. Oh, me don't want to do no more shower activities with this man again. Me good. And I never did. I never did no more shower activities with him. But I used to laugh all the time when I hear them now. Cause no, I really understand when me hear them I talk about, no, I got him, girl. No, girl, I got him. Go do Miss So-and-so. I said I was gonna do him. I'm like, they don't fight for nobody else to do a shower with nobody else. Why do I fight for him to do a shower with him? So I always see them when them, but anyhow. Yeah, but stuff like that, you know. God was so kind to all of us. So I know how we look. So even especially when you reach 90, the humor is that majority of I work in that field. Majority of what I've seen, the shriveling takes place. Okay, the shriveling takes place drastically in most cases. But that the man that look like him did have so much that all when the shriveling take place, they just left whole heap still. They not shrivel up. I've seen the ones that shrivel up till they can't even, they don't have nothing to hold when they go to pee. You know, them thing that me ask God say, please, I left something, give me. Not take me out like that. I don't want to go out like that. When it, yeah, let's go to Robinson when he drop down in the hole, bottom by a chair and just hang out down there. So, and you want to see how they be looking at each other too, like, girl, you could hear them talk. CNAs are something that the medical field, period, is a riot. Anybody here who work in the medical field know it's a riot. They be on some, them in there talk about, girl, you could imagine back in his day, he was knocking them down. And a girl is like, damn, I ain't never seen one this big. I don't think I could handle this. My next girl was, I'll try. I sure as hell would try. This looked like it'll hurt. That's so them talking. I said, I'm never going back in there again. So anytime he was on I'm doing all the bilateral upper extremity exercises, all the upper body dressing goals, transfer wheelchair to mat. Everything is done in the gym after that. Or bedtime, get him into the bed, wheelchair to bed, or get him out of the bed to go down in the dining hall, go eat him food, and them kind of sitting there. We ain't doing no more of the in the bathroom stuff with you. You should have signed a what? Yeah. Nancy Gold says, yep, we sometimes talk with our eyes. No, they talk, you all sometimes talk with your words. Super inappropriate. Sometimes talk with your words. Y'all know that. All you nurses, CNAs, and therapy staff people are like, you know that. Y'all talk with your words. Not with no, damn, that motherfucker shit big as hell. Girl, I see, oh my God. I'm like, okay, I'm going to another room. I'm gonna go see have y'all seen Mr. Smith? He's around here. Oh, I'll go look for him. I'll be back. I'm McCut. That's how I handle that. I don't be trying to join them. I can't. There's nothing in them conversations for me to join anyway. But it's all right. Anyway, listen. We're gonna fold it up right here this morning and leave it right there. So just wonder if it did. Here, Miss Goldie Robinson. No, me no know all that. Miss Goldie Robinson. It don't look like it work. It don't look like it can work. That's why I'm telling you, I see woman hang it like she trying to resurrect it. It wasn't resurrecting. Wasn't resurrecting at all. She didn't work on it. She was going down with it, you know. And it was one of them, kind of moments. I don't want to see that again. Yeah. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to go over to Marie's Message 411 TV. Some of you can start working on your traumas, man. Don't let it hinder your life. You know, a wise man once said, life is not the 90% or it's 10% what actually happened to you. It's 90% dependent on how you handle what happened to you, right? So although we've been through some things in life, life still goes on. So if we figure out a way to live the best life we can live, regardless of all the things that we've been through, all right? I pray nothing but healing and blessings upon all of you who've been traumatized in some type of way, shape, or form, whether it was through childhood, coming up adulthood, those who carry pains that are still with you to this day, mental anguish, these kind of things. I appreciate you greatly for being here. And my granny, Miss Ruby, right there, so Miss Ruby said, you know, if you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And our husband, Mas Cleaver, right there, so Mas Cleaver said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. We're not in control. God is. All right? One love. Walk good. See you later. I'm out. Peace.